Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job. Cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now the design is very simple, and it usually works the same. You'll have Razor Houghton scoring in the Ireland-England game, and you know you're in an Irish pub the minute you're in the door. Cause a couple of boys at Bowron will be murdering Christy Moore. They got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job. Cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now the owner is Norwegian and the manager comes from Cork, and the lad that's holding up the bars is only Egypt's work. He was born and raised in Bolton, but his mammy's from Kildare, and he's going to make his fortune here and move to County Clare. They got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job. Cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now it's time for me to go, I have to catch me train, but I'll leave you sitting at the bar to face the wind and rain. And I'll have the pint you owe me if I'm not gone on the dry, when we meet next week in Frankfurt in the fields of Athenry. They got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job. Cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. They got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job. Cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Yes, wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's so good you have to hear one more, don't you? Of course he has one more in the barrel, just ready to go.